growing up in the projects.
It ain't good?
Yeah. Growing up in the projects. I was just a kid. I don't know. I don't really remember. Like, I don't remember bad memories, man.
How were the projects as a kid?
They were cool, actually. Like, it wasn't like kids nowadays. Everybody was outside playing and shit, you know? Everybody knew everybody. So, it was cool, though.
A lot of gangs in the project, yeah?
Not really when I was little. When I got older, like teenage, yeah. Yeah.
Early 90s?
Yeah, early 90s, yeah. Bunch of gangs.
Did you join up?
Yeah.
How'd that turn out?
Rough.
It was rough?
Well, it was back then, like, you know, gangs were a family, not like, they were smaller, you know, not so big now. Like now there's thousands of people in one gang now, and in Colorado back then, you're lucky to have like 100 homies, if that, you know? Now motherfuckers got thousands of friends and they're from the same neighborhood and
Don't even know each other.
I don't know how, yeah, you know what I mean?
You ever make it to the joint?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I went to prison when I was 19 years old.
Right away?
Yeah, I didn't even get nothing. They sent me straight. Do not pass straight to the joint. It was a learning experience.
How long did you do?
Altogether, I did 15 years.
Why'd you go to prison?
Well, I went to prison. The first time I went to prison is because I was having a domestic dispute with my baby's mom. And some guy got involved and he thought he was going to call me a spick. And so supposedly I shot at him and this and that. But I went to trial and they found me guilty of menacing and shit and sent me 5 years.
You took it to trial?
Yeah.
Guilty?
Yeah, but I beat them on they had me for like 3 attempted murders, second degree assault, third degree assault, crime of violence, all kinds of shit. They're offering me 96 years or some shit like that. And so my mom told me to go to trial, and we went to trial, and they dismissed one of them like the day before my trial. So my lawyer's like, we need a preliminary hearing then.
It was a good sign.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good sign.
Yeah, he started seeing some shit, like some daylight, you know. And then they just convicted me of felony menacing and for shooting at that dude, and gave me 5 years and straight to prison.
Maxed you out on it, huh?
Yeah. Oh,
Six is the max, right? 6 is the max.
Yeah, the judge, she was tripping. She was like, because it was started as a domestic violence type deal. And she was like, Colorado's a woman's state, you know? So she was like, I wish I could give you life in prison. And I'm like, dude, the jury just came and told you that I'm not guilty of all that bullshit. Like, you're still, like, she didn't try to give me no love, but it was whatever. I already had like 18 months in.
Oh, in the county?
Yeah.
What county were you in?
Denver. Yeah.
It's the craziest thing you ever seen in Denver County. And this doesn't have to be violent, just crazy, off the wall.
Shit, I was 19 years old, but I walked in there, and before they used to let everybody out, you know, like you could come out together. They didn't separate tiers and shit or sides or whatever the fuck, you know. Everybody on one side would come out, and they would leave your doors popped and shit. And When I first got there, I was walking down the tier on the bottom to go get on the phone, and motherfuckers was smoking crack out of chicken bones and shit. Motherfuckers went from smoke crack outside to smoke crack in there. I don't know how you can smoke that shit in there anyways. Locked up half the time. Who the fuck want to be peeking out of a fucking bar, you know what I mean?
How do they get crack in there?
Fuck, well, I know now, but I didn't know back then. You wouldn't be smoking it if you knew how they got the shit in there. That fool said in life. You wouldn't be snorting that shit if you knew how they brown that shit in there. Up that ass. I was getting a lot of weed in and shit. My fucking ex-father-in-law, before he died, he died a while back, but that fool caught a case fucking bringing me weed in.
You guys got caught?
He got caught.
How did he get caught?
Because that fool didn't listen.
He didn't follow instructions.
He didn't follow instructions. You gotta hang the shit and let it air out for a couple of days, buddy.
It smelled really bad?
Yeah, he walked in with a bag and, well, you remember back then, you used to be able to get whites and shit and sweaters and all that shit. Well, yeah, that's why.
What are you talking about? You used to be able to get what in Denver County?
Whites and like white t-shirts, socks, boxers, and sweater and shit.
Like your family could send it?
Yeah. Well, fucking, he used to bring me sweaters and shit. And, yeah. That's why your family can't take you shit in Denver County no more.
You ruined it for everybody?
Probably. Yeah. They found a whole ounce of weed in the fucking sweater and a can of tobacco and fucking arms. Yeah. Yeah, I was doing it though. I was there for a long time. I mean, shit.
Yeah, for 18 months, yeah. And what's it look like as soon as you get to prison?
Oh, I was just fucking, it was all bad for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
At first, just because I was in the gang and the probably worst gang to be in Denver, and it was all bad. I fought a lot. It wasn't bad. It was just, I fought a lot.
Okay.
Got jumped a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so lots of fighting.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really, prison's not really bad. It's a fucking place where they just fucking cattle people, and that's it. Everybody got attitudes. Everybody got their own attitude. You find problems anyways, you know what I mean? Whether you're in a gang or not. You know, motherfuckers that go to prison that ain't ever even been in a gang, that first thing they do is, oh, I'm a gang member now. There's a lot of little white kids that go into prison, they ain't never gangbanged in their life, and next thing you know, they got swastikas tattooed on them. What the fuck? You don't even know what the fuck that means. I did a lot. I'll tell you what, I actually did a lot of cool shit in there.
Like what?
Fucking, I went to college for horse training and shit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I went to college for wildland firefighting.
That's cool. Oh, you were a firefighter?
Yeah.
You were in the firefighting program?
Yeah.
What was that like? Good program?
That shit was a good ass program. That shit was the shit, bro.
Recommend it? They should do it more?
Yeah. They should have more of them for people like
Talk about it.
trying to get, like, it keeps people out of trouble, you know, like, that shit it was fun, you know, you're not in prison, but you're in prison. Shit, a lot of them dudes would, bro. A lot of it. I'm an angry person, bro. I was angry for a lot of years, you know, like, that shit, working with wild animals, if that shit don't fucking calm your ass down, it's gonna fucking break your ass off, you know what I mean? You can't fucking be super hardcore gangster tough guy with a fucking 1,000-pound animal, you know what I mean? That's gonna fucking shotgun you and fucking break every fucking bone in your body, you know? That shit, it changes people, bro, like for real, like it does.
Learn to be patient.
Yeah, learn to Yeah, you can't flash, but, you know, teaches you a little bit of something.
What's that mean?
2 years parole.
How'd that work out?
I made it 11 days.
And what happened?
And my stepmom, my mom's wife, kicked me out, and I took off on the run. Well, I came home fucked up. I was all, you know, didn't really give a fuck. I was young and I didn't care about parole or rules or none of that shit. I got out and started drinking, and I was drinking a lot. So I got into it with my mom, man. They kicked me out. And I took off, and parole, like, I'm gonna give you 24 hours, turn yourself in. If not, we're gonna charge you with an escape because you got an ankle bracelet on. So I was like, fuck it. My mom was crying and shit. She's like, don't run. I'm like, I'm gonna go turn myself in. So I went and turned myself. She took me and turned myself in, and I went right back in. Did the rest of my parole.
They didn't give you turnaround?
No.
No?
No.
They won't do turnarounds back there?
Well, that's when they were starting to, but
Yeah.
I was a knucklehead, so if you get a write-up or anything, you know, you can you get in trouble, and they won't fucking put you back out on parole.
No?
No. Not back then, at least.
How is it now?
Oh, they don't give a fuck
About what?
about anything. They got people on parole smoking dope, and
Now?
yeah,
They don't care no more?
they don't give a fuck.
What?
I don't know. I'll be honest, I have no idea. So much change, dude. When I was on parole, like, even when I got out, so I got out after all this shit, like, I'll come back to that, but after I got out and I got another charge and another charge, I got out in 2017. And even then, parole was different. Like, but I wasn't really fucking up then, but my parole officer was super cool. Probably almost all my uncles been to prison except for one of them. Most of my aunties too. Yeah.
Whole family?
Yeah, my whole family. Yeah, it wasn't nothing. When I said, when I got out, when I was out for 11 days, it wasn't nothing for me to go back to prison. I was gonna go finish my sentence and then I'll be out again. So
How do you feel about that thought now?
You're fucking nuts. I was stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that shit. That's retarded. I'm dead ass. It's retarded. That shit is crazy as fuck. I'll never, ever, 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 ever go back to prison.